Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, 18. Check.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. At the 35-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Check 61, matchbox, right. Ready.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Check 60, Pittsburgh. What QB drive? Check 2, check 4.
And now he'll tuck it in. And he coughed it up. And the Jets have recovered.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You're not ready. 18. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Stays on his feet. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Don't get nervous.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 70 in. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. And go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Dancing to his left. He'll try it, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives. back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here I come again. Here I come again. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On first down, Trubisky. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And an alley to run. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Trubisky. Incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Trubisky will throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw, and the pressure gets to him again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Go. 57. Quit talking about it and bring it. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. To Johnson again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kerryon Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
So we got man. 57 to Mike. Hey, Mike. You remember me? You remember me?
Second and 11. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
Set, ready. 60 orange. I got 2 pumps, belts up. Go. Motion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Mike, 57. Here we go. Check.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Wide, get wide. C6. Let's 57's Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. On the ball.
Back to throw here. And Adams has it complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
First down, San Francisco.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Charlie. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Come on, D. Yeah. 57, Mike 57. Hey, let's get this. Ready.
Now back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Bravo! Next 57's wide. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Alert 3. Alert flare.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
He'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's do it.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Johnson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Motion.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
22 jet bomber. 25. Check 25.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They're going to look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Keep moving, fellas. Let's go. Come on, go on.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You're out. I'm coming.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 13. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's right. I got you, son. I got you.
They'll set up to throw. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Trubisky now, a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10 Tucson. Hey, let's go. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. Let's go. And 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the change.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
8-3. Here we go. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
64, weak. 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Trubisky will throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Now a give right side. McFarland. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Jim.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try the left side. Tony, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
45. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Foster. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got 2. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, I run for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. You know me, my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess man.